Okay, the story that we're going to read is called Mud Flat Spring. Yes, Summer?
Miss Huda, I'm kind of having trouble seeing.
Okay, Summer, come and sit up at the front.
Vision, hearing, and speech affect all areas of learning. For most students, learning looks like this. For others, it looks like this. For most students, learning sounds like this.
Over, he growled again.
And for others, it sounds like this.
In one pocket, you're going to find a smiley face to glue on this side, and a sad face for the junk food on this side.
To ensure that your child is able to start learning when they enter school, it's important to have a visit to the optometrist to have their eyes examined, a visit to your family physician to check speech and hearing, and don't forget the dentist to ensure that your child's teeth are off to a healthy start. All of these preventive measures must be thoroughly checked to start your child off on the right foot when they begin school.
It's really important that children come in before they start school. Oftentimes children don't complain that they have a problem because they just assume that everyone sees as they do. And oftentimes there are problems that get overlooked because of that.
Learning can be different for every student, depending on how well they can see.
Some of the major things that we see when we have the children in for their examination is oftentimes children have crossed eyes. A lot of times parents see that and they come in complaining that, my child's eye turns in or turns out when they're tired. Sometimes it's very subtle and it doesn't show up. It is important though that children establish eye teaming, which is using both eyes together at the same time before they're age 5. If we don't correct that problem before age 5, oftentimes we can't correct it at all. So it's something parents should be looking for and definitely getting them in early to get that checked.
Moving your child closer to the front of the classroom is a quick fix, but it's also a warning sign that must be addressed by an optometrist.
One of the other major things that children have is called amblyopia. What can happen is a child can be farsighted in one eye and nearsighted in the other eye. And in those instances, they're more likely to use the nearsighted eye because it's less work, or the eye that sees perfectly, because it's less work than having to focus to see well out of the farsighted eye. As a result of that, their brain shuts down the farsighted eye because it's causing confusion for them. It's disturbing their vision, so their brain automatically shuts off this bad eye and it never develops. If we see these children when they're 7, it's too late. We can't correct that eye because it was shut down for too long and the vision didn't develop properly for that eye. So even if we put glasses on those children, they're not going to see well out of that eye that was shut down in their younger years because it was disturbing their vision.
Hearing loss can affect learning by delaying the acquisition of expressive and receptive language. Your family physician is the person to see if you suspect a hearing problem. After the initial diagnosis, they can refer your child to an audiologist to further test your child's hearing capability.
Good hearing is imperative for good education, and one thing that we don't usually realize is that hearing loss is an invisible handicap, and a lot of children could have hearing loss without really having the parents notice it. So having a hearing test prior to starting school ensures that the parents are aware that their child has good hearing for good academic achievement.
Again, moving your child to the front of the class could be a quick fix, but proper intervention at an early age can last a lifetime and greatly increase your child's learning opportunities.
I think it's wise for every parent to bring every child in for a hearing test. It's quick, it's easy, it's non-invasive, and it gives a parent peace of mind. If there are any problems detected, then we can do something about it. So it's really important to get that information as early as possible.
Speech also greatly affects learning. Students who have difficulties speaking sometimes shy away from expressing their opinions and do not get everything out of the learning experience. A visit to your family doctor will assist in diagnosing this problem, and the appropriate referral to a speech and language pathologist can help you and your child overcome it. All of these factors dictate whether your child is ready to learn when they start school. It is really important to check vision, hearing, and speech, as well as getting your child immunized so that we can all start school together in September, ready to learn. The Greater Essex County District School Board has many support programs in place to assist students who experience difficulties in these particular areas. Please feel free to contact your local school principal or the Windsor-Essex Health Unit if you have any questions or concerns.
I need to speak clearly. I need to see clearly because I learn with my eyes. I need to hear what someone is saying to me. I have to talk clearly. I have healthy teeth. I had to get my hearing aids before I came to kindergarten so I could hear better. I'm ready to learn.